Welcome back to Tales of Yovard. We are a Mythcraft TTRPG podcast, and this is our first campaign, The Sea's Tale. I am Corey, and I will be our MC. With me, I have Joey.
What's going on, guys? I'm playing Ussuri Arconi.
Obi.
Hey guys, Kobe. I play Les Shihan.
Jesse.
Hey, it's Jess, and I play Zephyr Windwalker.
And last but not least, we got Adam.
Hi, I'm Adam, and I'm playing Goron Stormclaw.
On the last time of Tales of Yovard, the crew tied up some loose ends on the island and finally set sail. Stay tuned to find out what the crew gets up to on this episode of Tales of Yovard.
All right, so you guys are finally setting sail. It only took 20-some episodes, but it's finally happened.
Yay! We're out of the tutorial!
Yeah.
So, I do feel like, this is, you guys have just set sail. Like, you guys can still see Monster. Where would you guys be on the ship, do you think? So you do have your crew that you had recruited. Bo, as you all know, it actually told you what his job, one of the things he's most proficient at, which is being a helmsman. So if you guys would allow him, he would be manning the helm.
It
And
depends.
then-
What's his vehicle's water check?
I didn't fucking stat him out fully.
I mean, I just want to know, because if it's better than a +6, then sure, I guess.
In calm waters, I think you'll be fine to leave him there. In more strenuous situations, it might be better for you to be there. I don't know.
So he's backup for when I'm smashing things. Got it.
You came across Cragmorta, who is a human, who is a completely bald human, with like no hair, no facial hair, no eyebrows, no eyelashes, nothing. Who's just like, if it is up to me, I'd rather just be in your galley, because that's where I'm gonna be the most efficient. Please do not put me out in the sun.
Is that supposed to be chief or chef?
Chef.
Okay. I mean, that's a very different position. Just clarifying.
Yes, it is.
No, the ship's chief is a well-known position.
And then you do have just a plethora of people moving about. You can look about and you see an otter Kleppen and a badger Kleppen both climbing about the rigging and double checking that to make sure it is all set and secure. You see two Trollkins that very much mirror each other, except for the fact that one is male, one is female, that are, just writing things up. A couple halflings have joined your crew, one of which seems to be almost neurotically polishing the cannons, like trying to make sure they are in the best shape they could possibly ever be in. The other one just kind of laughing at them while they do so. You also have a golem that is lumbering about the ship, just doing what needs to be done. You guys would know that you have two dragon folk on board, though they do seem to be not on deck at the moment.
What does Shipbreaker look like? What type of golem is it?
Just Shipbreaker would be not a PC golem. He's more like a stone golem in that sense of mostly just stone.
Okay, sweet.
That's a great thing to have on a ship, a great big old stone.
Yeah, very ominous. almost like that might have been done on purpose.
Shipbreaker.
We should have got a catapult.
SB for short.
What's
should
the
just go
force
ahead
that a
and-
ballista can shoot?
We should just go ahead and carve our names into them. That way, when the ship sinks, we've got our own headstone with us.
Dude, just make him eat one of the weapons and throw him down in the water.
Okay. As a serious response to your open-ended question of where is everybody, as navigator, Goron would probably be near the helmsman area up on the top deck, just generally guiding direction.
Ussuri would be probably at the helm. He has some experience in sailing ships. So yeah, he feels pretty comfortable at the helm.
I imagine Les probably at near the front of the ship, kind of just like leaning super far over the dock, just getting as close as he can, just enjoying the fucking salty air.
This being the first time Zephyr's been in what would equate to like a management position on a ship, he would be kind of moving around, helping with the general running of the ship as much as possible. But, also trying to like give out, hey, do this to some of the less experienced.
Okay.
I could only imagine Zephyr trying to give out commands to it.
Yeah, he's not super comfortable giving the commands. He's just kind of like lead by example type of
They
dude.
all
He's really only worked in the galley of a huge ship.
I imagine Zephyr like gives a command. They kind of like look at him. They kind of just look to Siri like, "Do I listen to this?" Like,
Well, okay, so they maybe, but also there is quite a bit. Zephyr is the one that recruited them for this job.
That's true.
very true. Very
Yeah.
true.
That's true.
Much as
He's-
I enjoy the
He's
the
definitely
banter.
not the most commanding presence on the ship, but he is the one that recruited.
You should
Yeah,
tie
but-
that off, please, if you don't mind, and have a moment. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you're fucking that up. Hey, come on.
Oh, fuck.
But yes, so
You all start heading out. I would like from each of you 2d6s.
Oh, not this stuff.
Let's just see what happens.
I'm excited.
Nobody roll a 1.
Damn it, Cody!
Fuck! Hey, but I got a 5 in the other one. I got a high one and a low. Okay.
Of course.
Fuck. Why is it me? I was really mad. Like, don't be you. Of all people, don't be the one to roll it. And it.
So
I'm just saying my 6 and 5 is gonna come in real clutch.
You're helping out me real quick.
Adam's 2
Of course.
4s came in real good.
That's right.
And
I
Jesse
mean,
got a 5
overall-
and a 2.
overall, your first day was very strong. It just triggered an encounter. One that I wasn't sure that was going to happen. But hey, it could be worse. It could be far worse. So, everyone, this is trial, I guess, by fire for a ship combat system that we were testing out, that we weren't quite sure if it was how it's gonna be. So it may be a little bit gamey for all of our listeners. It might not be great, but I'm gonna try my best to make it as flavorful and fun as possible for everyone. About 4 hours, I think, going into after you guys have left, you guys are doing pretty well. You see out kind of on the horizon, sort of, you guys would see one ship with a flag hanging.
Is there any
That-
sort of Jolly Roger or anything like that? It's pretty much. Is it a pirate flag at all? I can see like is there
It
any
is
sort of
not.
Jolly.
It is not necessarily a pirate flag, but it is a Arneth warship.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
It's just a warship.
It is not using the warship stat block. It is using a Caravel stat block that I wrote.
Wait, hold on. Orneth?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
I'm trying to remember where Arneth is. My brain is not braining.
We're
So
on
Arneth is one of the continents that is
Yep.
relatively a militaristic superpower that likes to try and conquer other nations.
No, wait. I'm thinking somewhere else, aren't I?
No,
No,
So
no,
these
you're
guys
from
aren't-
Arneth.
Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, okay.
I just
The
had a
island?
terrible thought.
No, it's not an island. It's a full continent. It's where Goron's mom. She was. I have the notes because I can't remember the exact title.
I didn't realize you guys were, or
she
you
was
weren't from
representative.
that island.
Yeah, of Ardith. Yeah, she was representative of Ardith. Killed
Oh,
people.
okay.
So,
Gotcha.
Goron's
I didn't.
flag would be like, oh,
My question is, I didn't even remotely think of this. What kind of flag do we have? Do we have a flag?
So
Or are we just identifying as
we would not be using.
Windwalker ship?
No,
I
we
was
would
gonna
not
say-
be using that flag.
the
No, we would've kept
Windwalker
that
flag
flag
is
up.
still there.
Can we retcon it and say that we would have taken it off? Because we
Yeah, no,
definitely. would have
I didn't
taken
say
off.
it was flying. I just said
Oh.
it's there. When it was in dock, it was not flying any colors. Which, on the Tuhul Islands, not flying colors, okay, that happens. You're not safe, but you're not openly attacked by anything. Considering the long-standing war between certain nations and certain continents that all power their ships through here, a lot of the ships will come through the Tuhul Islands for restocking. Being unflagged is not uncommon, but you
think we should-
are on waters that is commonly patrolled by airmen.
Think we should fly Gold Hoarders flags? Sea of Thieves reference.
Yeah.
I was trying to grab it, couldn't figure it out in my head.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves.
I did not play much of that one. I loved it, but I did not get far. I get my ass kicked a lot.
Yeah.
It's
But yeah, no, I think if probably just flag, if there is just like a basic flag, like they're just like we're not like a warship or anything, or don't really for any continent. So if they're just like, we are a traveler boat, you know what I mean? I don't know if they have like a site. I don't know how naval shit works, dude.
no. We should just not fly a flag.
We would not be flying the flag for sure.
Yeah.
Not flying a flag is perfectly
Yeah.
like it. Flying a flag just says this is what we're aligned with.
Yeah.
And if you're aligned with us, don't fire at us.
We're gonna take that colorful disguise we made for the Radines and turn it into a flag.
We are our own faction.
But this is something that you guys see. What would you
Do
all
they
like?
seem like they're coming our direction? Like they've
No,
noticed us and headed towards us, or they're just there?
They are there at the moment.
Is this something avoidable?
I would say let's find out. Like I would say let's keep course and let them do what they're gonna do, and if they approach, then we'll deal with it. If
Yeah.
not,
I was gonna
Then
say,
we
yeah,
don't.
if they're, sorry. If our current course puts our path in like kind of crossing theirs, or does it look like we're sort of veering off in different directions?
Neither,
Okay.
They're staying parallel to us.
roughly. They're just
Great,
not
so-
moving quite as quickly as you guys are.
Pretty much letting us catch up to them.
It might appear that way.
Um.
Are we like within speaking distance?
Not yet.
Okay.
Are we? How are we feeling about this?
Suspicious.
I mean, Goron sees the flag and is feeling pretty like relaxed.
Hmm.
I
mean,
would
like a
think-
little on edge for personal stuff, but like not like, oh no, it's pirates. It's more like, oh great, it's home stuff.
Okay. Because like you know your mother was actively
Very
trying to
against
stop
this, yeah. But
how
like,
warmongering the rest of your country was.
right, but like that's home stuff. That stuff I've dealt with my whole
Oh,
life.
cool.
That's fine.
So you being a
Pirates are-
Stormclaw might not be a good thing.
Me being a Stormclaw, out of
Probably
respect
not a
for
good
my
thing.
mom right now, might be helpful. I don't know what the sort of period of grace would be before they like stop pretending to care. But
That's
yeah,
fair.
it also depends on where they sit in like, you know, in relation to the rest of the military. Because I'm sure she had supporters to at least some extent, even if they weren't vocal in the military and stuff.
Water turned green.
We're all hulking out.
If we as we approach, Lesh is gonna move to that side of the ship
Yeah.
where we're, and just I'm gonna try to take a closer look and just if I can roll a perceiving check to try to figure out and give a close look as soon as possible what the fuck's going on over here.
So this one is
They
us.
are definitely letting us approach. Like they're not.
Yeah.
They're not just matching speed and waiting for us to do something. They're like, let them ease up.
As you all get closer, you would take notice that of the three masts of the ship, only one of them is catching wind. The rest of them are stowed.
Yeah, they're going slow. They're going slow on purpose.
So this is us though, right? The back one?
Yes.
I'm wondering how close it's gonna take us to realize something shady's going on.
I mean, if you guys are just gonna approach, we can kind of fast forward time a little bit.
Yeah, I mean Lesh is ready to approach, but he's definitely taking a close look, just trying to keep an eye if anything does get awry to be able to quickly let the rest of the crew know. Oh
All
my
right,
god.
I will take awareness checks.
That's a fucking 5 on the dice plus 4 for 9.
Can I use intuition?
I'll take intuiting, sure. Or intuition.
That's a total of 9 for me.
Here we go.
That is awful.
17.
There we go.
There's something.
At least one of us can fucking see. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because I think he's getting a little more suspicious at the moment.
On the deck of the ship, Goron, you see there are, you know, quite a few trollkin on the ship. Back where the helm is like a super well-dressed human with like bright red clothes and a tricorn hat.
Does this look like standard Artithan military garb, or does this look like not that?
You need some form of intellect check on that.
Oh man. Intelligence.
Intellect?
Oh boy. Yeah, okay. 7.
This doesn't seem like your basic bog standard military gear. You've seen plenty of that before with guards for your mother and stuff like that as she would go to and from Trima. But what exactly this is, you don't know.
I'm going to cast a spell.
Uh-oh.
They see us, we see them. There's no surprise here. So I sort of trace a small glyph in the air, and I touch my own throat, and my voice is magnified threefold, so it's louder. And I say, "Greetings. What brings you to these waters?" And it kind of booms out a
You watch as
little bit.
you watch as the man digs out almost like a fist-sized piece of copper, and he seems to speak into it, and then you will all hear it as the same reverberation of the type of spell you're using. As he says, "I am Matador Comberpot. We are on an expedition to Dryfor, and we are looking to recruit ships along the way. I see you fly no flag. Will you join us?"
Just a moment as I confer with the others. Thank you. Are we headed towards Dryfor at the moment? I believe we were headed towards Arcadias, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that is the plan.
Apologies, my good sir. Our current path leads us towards Arcadias.
That is a true shame. May I ask who I have the privilege of speaking to?
Okay, so at this point, I think Goran's training from his mom would actually kick in. And without really thinking about it too hard, because why would he? Of course, my apologies. My name is Goran Stormclaw.
Stormclaw, you say?
Indeed.
50,
I gotta
baby.
think on this person.
50-50. It's
Oh,
gonna go good, it's gonna go bad.
Goran,
What
give me a luck
happened?
check.
I'm
Hey.
looking at the notes, and I don't think they're gonna be real aligned.
He's dealing with, people his mom told him he had to be manners and polite to, so he's doing it.
Yeah, also for what it's worth, Dryfor is a whole ass continent.
Yeah.
We're staying within
Dryfor
the
is where I'm
Tallulah.
from.
Yeah. No.
Oh,
I know.
okay.
Yeah, I figured
Well,
it was.
this is me talking out loud because I didn't remember that, but notes.
Yeah, I figured
Yeah.
it was very much outside of where we're going.
Zephyr's from there, sort of.
Is that where you grew up?
At the port city that is for the non-Dryforian people.
Gotcha.
He's just out.
Did I get that luck check?
Oh boy, I didn't know I need one. Hold on.
Les is low key looking at creatures he could summon that would be decent with water in between them. So
Check.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Critical. 24, baby.
All right. So there were multiple ways that this could possibly go.
Gonna absolutely burn luck point if this was low.
They're gonna give up their plans and join us.
Not quite that lucky, even with the crit.
Damn it.
Hey, I'll take them not probing any further.
I thought that was going somewhere else for a second when I heard probe.
Aliens.
He calls out. He says, "A Stormclaw. I knew your mother. Is there any assistance that we can provide you?"
Everything in your pockets, motherfucker. Run them shits.
This is a shakedown. Thanks for being friends with my mom. Give me your ship.
Give your boat. Give your boat, dude. Take your boat. I genuinely though, I don't think we need anything.
We're kind of chilling. We
I do have. Well, I guess I don't know. Goran will take a second and respond. Thank you. Mother was not always the most favored among some people in her field, but
Oh, I know. Her and my father used to fight completely and totally. It was entertaining when he would come home complaining about her. It was entertaining.
Oh man, this guy's just a dick. Okay. I don't like. Do we really want to ask for crew from these guys?
If they can spare it, I mean, the worst they can say is no.
Do we want the war-hungry people on our crew, though? I know these people are cool. This dude in particular is cool with, but these are like a fucking from a country. These are like actual like soldiers from it, and we're gonna be doing some fucky shit.
I think
We
we're
might.
good on. I know we're good on like rations and stuff. We've got enough food for like a full month. Plus, I've got that spell that brings food for a bunch of people as well.
I would
So-
say
Yeah, but I mean, if it's free,
I would say any information about like the surrounding like nautical area,
that's
like
kinda what I was
anything like that would be.
Ooh,
Asking if
yeah.
they've been
information
to
is a good
Arcadias
thing. Yeah.
or what was the other one? Hold on. I was thinking
And
asking about Arcadias or Saga, and if they've been to either recently.
Yeah,
And I would
think-
also like to know what they're doing in Dryport.
Trying to conquer it.
Yeah.
Fair
Yeah, I
enough.
mean, I probably wouldn't push that.
No,
That's-
But I do think asking about the two islands that are on our radar is probably pretty solid versus asking for anything else.
Goran will again cast this, make the little gesture, touch his throat. Your offer is appreciated. Have you or your crew been to Arcadias or Saga recently, or know of their current state of affairs?
So they wouldn't have went by Arcadius yet.
Okay.
Because you guys are heading in that direction.
Right.
And Arcadius is not particularly friendly to Arthurian military.
Yeah, I don't think the Artithians care that much.
Neither is Saga, surprisingly.
Any of the Tallulah Islands friendly to?
Not really.
There's a few of them. They would mostly stop at the island city, Terre.
Ardith is not exactly a popular place.
Mithros. And yeah, so mostly those three they would stop at would be Mythos, the island city, Terre.
Would I have any information on these guys then?
You would have what you know through the note.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's a pretty good amount of information in the notes, though. So
Yeah.
And so he would say, we avoided Saga on our way through, mostly because it seems that Caspa has started keeping more and more ships there. And we're not necessarily looking to go swimming this early on in our voyage. We could take one or three of their ships, but when we counted the ships off on the horizon, we saw 15 Caspian ships there.
Actually, I'm going to write that down. That's actually good for us to know more.
A lot of Caspian ships at Saga.
Which, like, Ussuri would know, like, that's a little high for Caspian ships, any particular place. But, I mean, most of you, I guess, could understand that. Most of you have at least some interaction with these islands before. But, like I said, Saga is one of many of the islands that support Caspian trade. He says, if that is all I can do for you, we are going to unfurl sails and head on out to Dryford.
Yeah, Gordon will respond. Of course, I appreciate you being helpful, and I wish you and your crew safety on your journey.
You see him speaking. He's still holding this copper thing, and he like moves it away from his mouth, but you all still kind of hear this. As he says, "Unfurl the sails. We're not sinking this one."
Well, lucky us.
Good job, Kobe. Your one got us some information.
Yeah, buddy.
Yay.
Fucking that was the plan all along. You guys just weren't aware.
Great work, team.
Big brain move. No, good job,
Goron.
Goron, with that fucking crit that actually did something.
Okay, just because you trigger an encounter does not mean you're triggering death.
Yeah. It's not automatically bad, it's just something happens.
Less it usually has been, though.
Yeah,
It's usually fun.
because that ship, I imagine, takes off pretty quickly.
Yeah,
Past
as two more of the
The other sails go down.
sails go down, they will pull away rather quickly.
We should let them get ahead for a bit before we pick up our pace.
Man, the Eldritch Cannon.
We have them now.
Loot that body.
Routinian military can be difficult to deal with, if I remember my mother's conversations. I'm glad that went well.
As am I. I'm a little concerned about Dry. Still unsure of how I feel about my adoptive parents. That is where they are.
I do not believe anything will happen immediately. I suspect this is more either an attempt at showing force or perhaps some sort of light skirmishing off the coast more than attacking inland. Especially if they're recruiting ships they happen to be passing by. But I'm not large. I've never been very informed in the military, so I could not really say. I'm simply
It
glad
does
that.
seem an odd strategy to
Yes.
just pick up random people along the way.
Oh, well, to the military is a rather strange beast, I suppose. One mother wrestled with for most of her life. I'm surprised that her name didn't ignite anger from him, however. As I understand it, the military by and large was not, well, friendly, I suppose, would be the most generous word to use towards her.
I guess even everybody has friends in low places.
I suppose you're right. Or at the very least, people who haven't yet decided to be enemies. I wonder, would that ship be on its way if she were here?
From what I understand of Artis military, which is very little, I've only heard things occasionally, but they would probably still be going somewhere, if not to this exact place.
I suppose you're right. Well,
I suppose it may be better if we don't think about the what ifs and just progress on.
yes, I believe we've allowed them to get ahead long enough. We can probably resume our normal speed as we continue on.
It sounds like what the plan, my friend.
All right, and you all continue on. The rest of that day goes relatively, like, without a whole lot of clouds.
Sorry, almost rolled something wrong.
Without that, the rest of that day goes on without like any problems, without any like the weather is nice, or at least it seems that way.
Hey, speaking of that, I was gonna do a thing a minute ago and forgot to do it.
Yeah.
Clicking that button.
Also, Goron was full ready to cast Control Water and Tidal Wave that ship. Things got bad.
Zephyr's gonna scale up the mast hanging out in the crow's nest and cast Predict Weather.
What are you using for your materials?
I would assume that I would be able to get a hold of. I mean, plant byproducts shouldn't be terribly hard to get a hold of
On a
Pulls
ship?
couple tangerines
on a ship
off
with
of
a tree on it. I was gonna say I would run it by Goran first. Of like, hey, can I have some leaves?
Just one moment, of course. I will actually. He'll cast Bloom on. On the ship, on the tree.
Within the next 8 hours.
Where is it? Hold on. Yeah, it'll illuminate flowers of a kind appropriate to its physical makeup. So it'll bloom little like tangerine flowers.
He'll,
and you can grab some of those.
with Goran's permission, he would pick a few and say,
Of course.
I would like to use these to predict what the weather's going to be doing and see how our voyage will do today.
More of a storybook spell, so yes, sure.
He's doing a bone reading, but it's with tangerine petals.
Kind of, it seems that way.
Reading the tangerine leaves.
The way I'm picturing this, he's just got like a couple of these flowers, and he's for the next 30 minutes just up top picking a leaf up and kind of throwing it up in the air.
Throwing it up.
Good weather, bad weather. Good weather, bad weather. Whatever I'm in.
Where he's Rain Manning it and just taking them, pulling all the petals off and just throwing them up and looking at them.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I think the weather's gonna do.
That could be good. That could be bad.
The weather's gonna be a 7.
So, as you look into these petals, however you're doing it, whether it's one for me, one for you, or whether it's Rain Man style, it's not gonna be good here in about 7.5 hours. You're thinking rain, you're thinking lightning, you're thinking hurricane force winds.
Cool. So, go back down the ship, and I'm gonna get a hold of the the core group here, and let them know that we've got some bad weather coming up, and we should be prepared.
Okay.
Les will untie his hammock at this from the deck and be like, all right, I gotta bring this inside, I guess.
Okay.
Knowing this, Ussuri would probably look to the navigator. I've been in some pretty difficult winds and bad weather before. Perhaps we should look for a port for the night or until the weather holds over. Goran, do you think we may be able to get to one before the weather hits?
Can I make a navigating check?
Yes, as I do some quick looking at stuff.
I feel like we're just sort of in open ocean.
Yeah, at the moment you guys are.
34. So I will know for sure whether or not we can or not. I feel like no.
All right.
But you
well,
have
we
a
might-
second idea.
Do it in 7 hours would be insanely tough.
That's kind of what I figured was.
So do we want to flip a bitch and go back?
So, could I make a check to try and determine if we could sort of lock the ship down well enough that we can basically just wait it out inside?
I was also gonna say, would I be able to tell with the predict weather which direction this is coming from, and would we be able to alter our course enough to not necessarily avoid it, but avoid the worst of it?
So I think between talking with you would know that it's coming from the southern direction. And you think with talking with Goron and really like making some plans, you guys would think that maybe with a little bit of luck on your side, continuing your course might get you so that you only hit the edge.
And then we could just batten down the ship as much as possible.
It basically won't hit us that bad.
I mean, the edge of a hurricane's still the edge of a hurricane.
Yeah. But the idea is that we're not going to get the brunt of it.
No.
We're not going to be entirely safe. We'll probably take some damage to the ship, but it's not going to destroy us.
No. But I would also like mitigate the damage as much as we possibly can.
Yeah.
With hey.
So what I need first before the vehicle's water is going to be luck checks for everyone.
For everyone?
Oh, no. Oh,
Take
please.
intuition on this.
Great. Dice gods. Would you
No.
take fortuity?
Yeah, I'll take fortuity.
Oh, please, oh great dice gods. What was the name of the ocean god?
Groff?
Yeah. Oh, please, great dice gods and oh mighty Groff.
Who's
Please.
also surprisingly the god of luck, so
Please bless us with a safe travel.
Not bad.
Hell yes.
Praying to the dice gods works. I got an unnatural 20.
I just need one from Lesh and one from Goron.
Okay. 19. Not bad.
Like it.
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
All right, Lash, you're up.
Please roll high. I am weighing down the average hard.
I mean, I think the average right now is still
It's still pretty good.
Pretty swanky.
39. What? 45? 15 is the average right now?
No,
Fuck.
I didn't want to do it. I knew it was coming. I was praying. I was praying for something, and nope.
Okay, so we're at. Hold on.
It's still an average of 12.
45. 48 divided by 3.
That's
I'm sorry, guys.
it beat our average.
with an average of 13. Wait. No,
Yeah,
your average
no.
wouldn't be 13. It'd be less than that.
Oh no.
But what?
Because he put mine as a 9 instead of a 6. The average is 12.
Yeah, it is directly 12, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
What did you do before?
I was looking for the average luck check, and I typed in Jesse's wrong.
Yeah, he put a 9 instead of a 6. He gave us an extra 3.
Because I rolled a 6.
Alright.
You all make it a good bit out of the path of this herd. However, you don't quite make it all the way to the edge, where we're not gonna have a bit of a skill thing happening right now. As the waves start cresting higher and higher,
Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything that is going to help us.
Oh wait, no, that might actually. No, wait, no one else. I don't think.
I'm all
I
combat.
I had really intended to take control weather by now, and I didn't. And I wish I had. I could add fog to this situation.
Something tells me that's not going to help.
If I cast Control Water and used the Command Waves ability of it, which causes the water in the area to become either rough or smooth till the end of my next turn, which I can do because it lasts for up to a minute.
that's going to give you.
I can cast it for 2 minutes
Okay.
if I burn all my spell points. Would that help us at all?
Yes, that'll help you. Those 2 minutes, the check would just be against the wind and not against the wind and the waves,
Okay.
which will cut the DC in half.
Okay, then I do that. Absolutely. I'll burn
Okay.
spell points now.
But this is a skill challenge, guys. As
Little puppy.
Go away, sir. Being a little butthead. Sorry.
So,
Yeah,
is
I'll
as
give
a
it my
skill
up, dude.
challenge, is this going to be one roll each, or is it going to be a series of rolls each?
there's going to be a series of rolls.
Okay.
I am going to throw us into initiative just for, like, who's doing what when.
Okay.
Not necessarily because this is combat. Okay.
That printer is really smelly.
No, I've got my food on there because I've been able to go.
Oh, okay.
And he's being a little bud. That's what he wants. Nice.
Where is my thingy? How do I drag? Why am I dragging? Oh, there it is. I was fucking trying to grab the picture.
What is with these initiative rolls?
Do you want me to re-roll mine?
No.
I didn't think about just dragging my dude on there. I wasn't going to.
Oh yeah, baby. Les is downstairs putting his hammock away.
I'm just struggling with the helm right now. the wheel's going nuts.
Yeah, by this point, they're up around the helm as well. I'm definitely not still on the mast. That would be
I mean,
bad.
honestly, a lower initiative doesn't really matter right now.
No.
No, it doesn't. I just ate. Oh, I forgot I don't have a high.
Could have done your do
awareness.
list to light thing.
I thought about it, but I was like, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, that would be a waste.
Not like
All right.
spell points.
I
That's good.
mean, so you did reduce the,
Oh yeah, no.
possible damage that's going to happen to this
Yeah,
ship.
no, it was helpful. It's just funny.
Oh.
I need to grab the control weather spell or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, proceed. Apologies.
What I would like from each of you when it comes to your turn is to describe to me what you're doing to try and help this ship survive. And then I will give you, like, normal with skills and stuff like that. I will tell you a attribute I'm looking for. You can talk about what skill you want to use, and we'll move forward.
Starting with me.
Yes, we're going to start out with Goron.
In that case, there are two paths, sort of, that I could see him trying to do. So first, he okay. So the first thing he does is he casts this spell, and he speaks these words, makes these gestures, and sort of like it ends with sort of him like sweeping his hands around, and immediately everybody can feel the waves beneath knocking the ship around subside as the waters immediately around the ship become calm. And he's sort of like got a grip on his staff. He's got a hand out, and I'm going to attempt, I believe, to guide us the quickest way I can identify through this path of choppy water out of the storm.
Okay. Is there a particular skill you're trying to use?
I would love to use navigating if you'll accept it.
I will, but I'm only going to take one of each skill from each person. So, if you want to use navigating now, we'll use navigating now.
Is everybody okay with that?
I'm good with giving you navigating.
No, so like everyone will get to use all the skill. Okay. So if
I
each
can
of
only
you
use
wanted
it
to
once.
use,
Yeah.
you can only use it once. So if Zephyr wanted to use navigating after this, I'd still allow it. But
I can't just navigate.
Goron's only using it once. Correct.
Is everyone cool with that?
Yeah.
Off the bat, okay. And while I do that,
It's
Okay,
sad because that's a 2 on the dice, isn't it?
I know it's a low roll, 2 on die, but
It's
I got
still
a dirty 20.
Yeah. So that is one success for this round.
Okay.
We
and
will be
then-
going for 6 rounds.
Okay. So then
Or
my
if your
spell-
ship's
well, my spell will hold up until I cannot concentrate. I cannot focus on it anymore.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Yeah, and he'll just say, "I will do what I can to keep the waters from causing too much trouble. Please, everyone, stay safe." And that's my turn.
Okay. And then we're gonna move over to Lesh. Cody,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
Did it not Ussuri first?
I was gonna say I thought Ussuri was first.
I thought he got a 10. Oh.
No.
Oh, that must have been the old initiative. Oops. Yep.
Gosh,
Yeah,
Corey,
Ussuri.
get on the same page. Okay, so my question is what's being more affected by, or what's being more affected right now? The wheel or the sails?
Right
Like,
now, definitely the sails, because what would
Water
be
is calm,
affecting-
so the rudder isn't being affected, so the wheel is fine. Okay. So I'm going to tell Bo to man the helm since we're in calmer waters, and I'm going to go help the rigger team maintain the sails.
Okay. And that rigger team is going to be the Kleppens, the Otter Kleppen and the Badger Kleppen.
I would also probably tell Gork and Mork the two Raydeen, for listeners who didn't realize that that's what we named them, to also help with the rigging team as well.
I do feel like this is gonna be either an intellect or dexterity skill.
If it's intellect, can I give you a vehicle's water check?
Yep.
May I also give you something to consider that for my level 5 lineage feat, I took hulking form, so I count as one size larger for the purposes of grappling, squeezing, and other features that rely on my size?
So that would help half of what you're trying to do, because you're trying to make sure that the ropes are tight, but you also need to be dexterous about it, getting the knots in such a way that they're not gonna fight them.
Hey,
So I'm
as
gonna
long
go
as
with. I'm just gonna say go with your vehicle's water. I'm not gonna give you an extra bonus on it.
okay, that was my fishing, for lack of better terms, was trying to see if hulking form would help with the DC here. Okay, well,
And
there's
DC is
this.
half of what it was to begin with. So
Well, there's this. Whoa, that's a 19.
so that is another success. You and the rigging team get this down really well. The Radiant are definitely helping in some way.
Well, I mean, I feel like that's a good success, so that's going to be my turn.
Yeah, it's a solid success. Kobe.
Yes.
All right.
Well, I think Lesh not very much having like the strength and or knowledge to be on a ship will I think
I mean, you are surrounded by crew members and all sorts of people that are willing to do what you tell them to do and be inspired.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm gonna probably go and from like each individual group and like give helpfulness in a way of trying to cast like pretty much try to cast intuition to help anybody who would need a bonus to whatever roll. My hope is that if someone else fucks up in any of these turns, that I can just kind of have intuition ready to be cast on them, in a sense, where Lesh is kind of there to be like, go and be like, if he sees someone about to fuck up, he'll go and be like, hey, here's intuition. Maybe you shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Kind of just being the watchful mom over the group right now, trying to make sure no one fucks up what they're doing. And I think what is his is what Lesh is trying to do.
I'm not going to have you roll anything. I will allow you to have done. I will allow you to do what to roll your intuiting when someone fails a check, if that's the way you want it to be done.
Yeah, because I can add the D4, so I hope that the D4 that I can add will fuck it. Help if it's not too bad of a fuck up.
Okay. And then we're going to come to Captain Zephyr.
So I'm doing a similar thing to Lesh. I'm also kind of going around trying to raise morale, but more in like he's probably trying to get like some sea shanty going just to keep people focused on their tasks instead of focused on the fact that it's a storm. With that, I'm just kind of treating he's not really like trying to get people going with it. He's just kind of himself starting out with the sea shanty. For that, I'm saying the chant intuition. But his main focus is also while he's going around, just tightening anything that needs tightened down, really making sure nothing is loose on the ship.
So that's going to be another intellect check.
Okay, vehicles water.
I'll take it.
Would the roll that I did earlier count, or do you want me to re-roll it?
I would like a reroll, please.
Okay. Oh, even better. And can I add my intuition to that? Or staff? I'll save it. That's a success.
Yeah.
I would say.
Would you like to tell our listeners what you rolled?
I rolled a 20.
Okay. With 3 successes and 1 nothing, we will be. Well, first there will be a little bit of damage to the mast, but not much. Well, the dice will decide how much, but instead of 4d10, there'll be 1. With 7 damage to the mast. From the waves. Or not from the waves, but just from the wind whipping through. I'm sorry, okay? When I wrote this originally, I forgot to take... I thought control water, yes, but I didn't think you guys were going to get quite this much out of it. I was actually going to have most of the skill challenge happen after the control water got done. But, again. So, 7 points of damage out of the 50 HP of the mast.
Could be worse.
But then we're going to go back at the top with Laura, who's keeping your spell going, I assume?
Yes, it lasts for 1 minute, and I burned another 10 spell points, which is all of my spell points, so that we have it for 2 full minutes of this.
Okay.
So, however long that brings us.
You said we were only doing this for 6 rounds, right?
Yeah.
So you just need to burn it once.
Yeah, because that's altogether like 20 rounds, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it would be
No,
12
uh-huh.
rounds.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's right.
10-second rounds.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah. So yeah, you would actually just need to burn it for a minute, not twice.
I think I spend them when casting, though, so I mean, Goron's not going to know. Oh, it's only going to last for a minute.
Yeah, but I mean, you as a player don't spend all your SP then.
Yeah, basically, you would spend it, that full minute would go by, and then if it continues after that minute, you would recast it.
Or is it an upcharge situation?
It's an up. So hang on, let me pull it up here.
If it's an upcharge situation, that's when
It's
you
an
cast.
upcharge situation.
I
Yeah.
get
So when I cast it,
Okay.
to get the most out of it, so that we would be as safe as possible. Goron spent all of his spell points on this.
No. Okay, that makes
I
sense.
see. Yep.
Yeah. So that's going. So he's identified the best path forward and has set Bo on it.
Yep.
As navigator. I guess other than attempting to make sure that the ship is as locked, battened down, and I know other people have already done that, as possible.
I mean, I'll take another intellect check if that's what you're looking to do.
I was trying to figure out how to use sheltering, but I don't think it'll work here. So, what I will instead do is attempt to determine how long I think this storm is going to last for us, if that makes sense. Sort of gauge how long we're going to be in it before we get out.
Okay.
And if I may pitch something.
Yeah, I'm open to hearing what you're thinking.
Okay. Normally I would say nature. But because I have the star's guidance ability, and I can substitute astrology for a skill with a survival tag, I would like to use astrology.
Okay, I'll take it.
Sweet.
You and your low dice rolls, Adam.
That's a 13. That's not low. That's mid.
But
That's
it's still a
full.
19 on the dice.
What's a 19 full? It's a 19 after everything.
It is a success.
Dirty little 19.
To determine that roughly how long we'll be in it before we can.
After a minute, you think the waves would still be rough, but it's not in danger of damaging the ship.
Okay, and I will convey that to everyone. We'll need to hold out for a minute, and then after that, things should calm down enough for us to regain control.
Badger.
All right, so I'm assuming the mast is still taking a beating here.
Even though it is furled completely, yes. Because like that is something that is,
Yeah,
so
no,
much
it's
higher than
way
the
up there.
ship.
Oh, no, I get it. Is there anything I could do to help stabilize the mast right now? I'm thinking.
That is what I'm asking you.
Well, but like, I could just give it a good old bear hug and try to keep it from moving. But is that actually practical?
Practical, probably not. But I like the idea of Ussuri being like, I don't know what else to do. Hug.
Yeah. Which,
Give me a
I mean,
strength check.
in this point, I would argue that hulking form would help me here.
Yes, give me a strength check.
Can I give you athletics?
Yes, I'll take that.
Dear Graf, please help me out here. You've been good to me so far. That's an 11.
That's a success.
All right, I'll take it.
Remember, this DC got dropped massively when the waves were cut out. But Ussuri locks his arms around the mast.
Big old bear hug.
Gobi.
I think less seeing that is just. Ussuri's got that. I think I'm gonna continue it up. Just kind of be ready. Like I don't really have much that is helpful necessarily, unless I'm starting to dance on the fucking crew. So I think I'm still just gonna kind of be there to help anybody if need be. If I see something about a fall or whatever, I'll go to catch them, or help. Like, yeah, just pretty much help have my intuition ready to cast to help out again.
Lesh does a rain dance in reverse.
Oh,
I mean,
shit.
I'd even take a persuading to like help everyone get to it,
I can give you one of those for sure.
Could start playing the fiddle for inspiration.
Yeah, Senpai
That is a success.
the success. Cool. Okay, then I will not be my 1d4 then. Yeah, Lesh is now barking Karen orders in a loving manner at you guys to keep us in line and fucking uniform on this shit.
Okay. Zephyr.
So, I know Goran did the navigating for the best path. Could I submit navigating to see if there's slight adjustment I could make to maybe lessen the effect of the wind on the mast?
Okay, let's take it.
That's 13.
Y'all are dancing on this line, for being honest here, of like what is good and what is not for this DC. But that is a success.
I was gonna say I could still definitely add my D6 intuition.
But No, like you're good. It's a success. It's just
stand right there on that level.
solid dancing on his line right on this round. With 4 successes in total, no damage to the mast this turn. And then, as the wind continues whipping everyone's hair all over the place, none is more so affected by this than Goron. All the fur just blowing in the wind, going everywhere. What would you like to do?
Okay.
Whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and
So
forth.
he's not worried about himself right now. And also, I should probably mention.
Whip, and nay.
Oh god.
Okay, sorry. Toy went off, and I don't know why.
Ghosts.
Probably. Anyway, so he's not worried about himself so much as the rest of the crew, trying to make sure that they stay safe. So I would like to submit a sheltering check to guide other people to stay out of the wind and rain as much as possible, so they don't get knocked like overboard or anything like that.
I'll take it. God
22.
damn, okay. That's 2 successful.
Yeah, so like make sure like, Bo, when he's done going scampering up or down or whatever, everybody's like done with what they're doing. They're staying in an area that's safe. They're staying away from the edges of the ship. We don't want anyone falling overboard or anything like that. So that's what he's focused on right now.
Okay. Currently bear hugging this mast. Ussuri, what would you like to do?
Can I continue doing the same thing but give you applied force this time?
Yes. It's a different skill. I'm good for that.
Hey. But that's a 12.
I mean, technically it's a 13 with the +1 bonus I've been giving you for hulking form.
Okay, well,
So
I'll take the 13 as long as that's a pass.
it's a pass.
Oh, cool.
But again, dancing on that line.
Teetering.
Um,
I'm just gonna say hulking form coming in clutch.
Ussuri coming in clutch right now. Right. But I had a lot of fun things planned with the waves and everything that is just not happening right now.
So glad to hear that.
So, Kobe, it's Lesh's turn.
I don't know. I forget.
Use the ballista to shoot the storm.
I mean, my next one was gonna scream at it if I could give an intimidating check. So, come on, storm.
You know what everybody needs right now? Everybody needs a snack.
Yeah, I mean, I have.
Or are you going to start playing your violin?
Yeah, fuck it. Sea shanty it up, I guess, right?
I'll take a charisma check.
I mean, Zephyr did start singing one, so
Yeah, so I'm gonna start doing some back end track. Do you want me to give you entertaining?
I'll take entertaining. Entertaining's fine.
Why am I now getting Titanic vibes?
It's another 2
I
successes.
thought I heard
That's a
the
24.
old man say, "Leave her, Johnny, leave her." EA won't come after us for that, right?
Sure.
That sounded like more than a 30-second clip. I'm gonna have to cut it. Yeah, that's another 2 successes. And we're going to move back into Zephyr.
Why can't you get entertaining checks like that when you're actually trying to win a
Okay,
competition?
okay. You know what?
Fair.
I roll low, you guys don't like it. I roll high, you got something to say.
That's because you're showing off in front of everybody. See, you can't do solo performances. It just doesn't work.
Very fair. It makes a lot of sense for Slash's character, actually.
It does. But again, Zephyr, what would you like to do?
Has performance anxiety. Wallow.
Is
Wow,
the
whoa.
sail actually up right now?
It's fully furled and safe.
It's closed.
Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha. Oh man, I just trying to think of what skills would be applicable here. I mean, I could use sneaking and hide from the storm. It can't get me.
See,
No.
we're running out of usable skills, so we're trying to grasp at straws.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, you start looking at your bonuses and going, what can I use?
A little bit.
Maybe could I see if I can gather any kind of useful information about the storm and what might benefit the ship most with a perceiving check?
I'll take it.
There we go. That
I
is
mean,
a
you guys are
23.
+6 successes on this. So, no,
7.
7 successes on this. So,
Down through it.
the ship is fine. I would like awareness checks from everyone.
Can I give you perceiving?
No, we're
Can
not
I
at.
give you another perceiving?
Yes.
We're at 11 successes.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's.
Can I use intuition?
I'm only tracking it per turn. Yes, I'll take it. No, you've already rolled that perceiving. Or intuition. Yeah, I'll take that.
I didn't roll my
So
intuition,
I got a
though.
total of 12.
Okay.
Because it's the tier 3 bonus for mine.
Can I get perceiving since I haven't done one yet?
Yes.
Uh,
And yes, you can use your intuition as well, Cody.
Okay,
I
I will.
rolled a 1 for my perceiving there.
I got a 10. Really focused on this mast.
Anything with the wind whipping around like this.
Yeah, 16.
The only one who will see this will be Cody, as he's looking out onto the deck and kind of off into the distance a little bit. He, if only for a moment, he sees what appears to be the shadow of like a large triangle rise up out of the water and then go back down into it.
What the fuck?
That's concerning.
Excuse
And on
me?
that, we're gonna end this episode.
What
No.
the fuck?
No, we are
Fucker.
not.
You
No.
motherfucker.
Oh my.
What?
We're gonna die.
What the fuck?
Hey guys, thanks for listening to episode 25. We hope you enjoyed listening and would love it if you let us know. You can catch us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and TikTok under Tales of Yavard Podcast. We also have links to our link tree in the episode description. And if you really enjoyed the episode, give us a rating on whichever podcaster you use. Tell your friends and spread the word. See you next time.